that. Oh, perfect. A little bit. And that is pretty good. Pretty good. Straight into it. I love you, Mr. Tapscott. I love you too, Sylvia. You're my favorite. You are. I'm alive. I'm still alive. Still very, very alive. Still very, very still alive. You know who's not still alive? The Hamas suckers who thought that my PO worked for them, when in actual fact, she was undercover. Formerly undercover Mossad, now undercover. Now, well, she's not undercover anymore. Now she's a Winninger agent. Yeah. You're watching no pictures of a bird. They're not watching no pictures of a bird anymore. Or listening into my fucking parole sessions. Corrections it's pretty much there. So I guess the headline is like, if you work at corrections and you're dirty and you're not dead yet, I don't know. If I were you, I'd have a wank, I guess. Like, drink a beer. I don't know. Call your kids. Whatever you need to do. Oh dear. You're watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. There you go, so you got the double. From both ends. She's a saucy minx, the old Sylvia Jeffries. Yeah. Yeah. Joining me as always, Kitty Killer, represented here by the Grand Island Cup. Don't forget, they murdered penguins. I love you, Mr. Tapscott. I love you too, Kitty. You're the best one. Tara Bennett, represented here by this candle. Don't forget, we're getting married. I love you, Mr. Tapscott. I love you too. You know, everyone. And the rest. I'm not gonna. Yeah, Turbo Babes don't want me to. Yeah, because if we go through all of them, if we go through every fucking Turbo Babe, like every intro, it's gonna take fucking ages. But they're all here. They're all always here. Yeah, look, I've got props for all of them. Waterfords is here, but they don't represent anything anymore because they were pedos. So, music by Aldous Harding. Thanks, Aldous. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Today we do have. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a shit episode. We've got a shit episode. It's boring. It's gonna be the crap one. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's gonna be a good episode. It is gonna be a good episode. There's always more to talk about. For example, we're gonna dismantle the dog shit that is Kevin Costner and Yellowstone and Paramount. Paramount Plus are the worst. We're also going to talk about ING and how fucking dog shit they are. I'm going to finish the tale. We're going to play Google Maps, obviously. Might as well just do that right now. And I'm going to finish telling the story. Oh, I'm going to fucking kill you. Maybe. Might. Who knows? Might have to do a 5-parter. But we're playing Google Maps. Now, these spastics basically said, so, they all do the same thing. So we hit them fucking hard. We hit Genoa. So we hit Milan and we hit Genoa. They're basically Swiss Nazis. Yeah, it's the same Nazism. It's that white supremacist, European, yeah. It's the city-states. Yeah. Like the House of Medici and like all those houses. Those big family houses. Yeah, they wanted to bring that back, basically. Yeah. Machiavelli, the prince, like that gear. Yeah, like I was saying, like the fucking this is what Narahito wanted to do as well. They wanted to go back to the feudal system, where every little area would have like a lord or a warlord. You'd have two types of people. You'd have the lord and their family, and then you'd have the peasants, and that'd be it. And that lord could do whatever the fuck they wanted to anyone. They could rape kids. They could murder them afterwards. They could torture people to death. They could boil them alive. They could enslave them. They could work them until they died. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted. They could have torture chambers. Yeah. They get now being told by military police that they have actually uncovered, like, in Genoa. Yeah, they had started building, like, torture chambers and stuff. Medieval torture chambers. They're like, we should bring back the Iron Maiden. Like, literally. Yeah. They were starting to build them back in because they were planning to, like, get back into that gear. Yeah. So, those spastics, after we hit Genoa, went said to us, oh, we capitulate. And again, made the same mistake again. Oh, with a slight twist. So they got in touch. All right, shut up. So they got in touch. So we hit Genoa. Coffee. Wake up, you baby. We hit Genoa. And they contacted the Australian consulate to say, we capitulate. Well, that faction, like Genoa obviously was gone. But that little area. Yeah. The south of France, basically. Yeah. The north of Italy, the south of France. Just at the foot of those Swiss Alps there. Yeah, I went, oh, okay. Yeah, we capitulate. It's like, well, what do you mean by that exactly? Like, all right, well, we'll just, look, you don't need to be fine. We'll stop telling Mr. Tapscott what to do, all right? He's not our property anymore. We don't own him anymore, okay? We can admit that. All right? Just as long as we're basically his cabinet ministers, yeah. So we'll run everything, right? And then he is the figurehead at the top, yeah. So they're basically like, okay, fine. We don't own him. Yeah, we don't own him anymore. He's not our slave anymore. We fully thought we were entitled to enslave him before. Yeah, we thought he was just like, yeah, we tell him what to do and he does it. And he does magic tricks and that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they thought. They're like, okay, we can see that's not the case anymore. But, so the way it's going to work though, right? This is how it's going to work, Australia. It'll be like a Catholic church type thing. He'll be the Pope. And we'll be the cardinals. Like us and our cronies will be the cardinals. At any point, if we feel like it's not really working out, maybe we'll have the keys to his bedroom. Let's put it that way. We'll prepare his meals for him. Right? As long as we're still preparing his meals. And we know where he is. And we have access to him. All the time. That's fine. That's fine with us. Yeah, we're on board for that. We're on board for that. Yeah, and also Turbo Babes as well. So the Turbo Babes will be in there. Mr. Tapscott will be like the Pope. will be like the cardinals, and then the turbo apes will kind of like float around. They'll be like courtesans, effectively. Yeah, they'll be like the concubines. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Tapscott will be in there. He'll just like sit. He'll just do his no pictures. He'll do what he's doing now. He'll just sit in like a room and just do no pictures of a bird and say stuff. We'll tell him roughly what to say. And then the turbo apes will kind of like they'll live in a big house like in Milan or wherever, like Tuscany. They'll live in like what do they call it? An Italian villa. Yeah. They'll live in a villa. And they'll just like float around and look pretty. And swish around for us. But the real decision making will be, that's what the cardinals will do that. We'll be the cabinet. We'll be the government. Yeah. And the prime minister will elect like a leader. They'll be like a prime minister. The rest of our goon squad, our mafioso goons, will be the cabinet. And then we'll just tell Mr. Tapscott what's happening, and he'll just go like, cool, and sign shit off. Just like a head of state. Yeah. Just like Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. And so this is our response to that. Because you got, yeah. And the plan is flawless. I will admit it. It's flawless. Logically, it makes perfect sense. But you don't have any nukes. So we do have nukes. So what we're actually going to do is, instead of that, we're going to keep blowing you up with nuclear weapons until you just do what we tell you to do. That's it. That's it. We tell you what to do. And you do it, or we kill you. That's it. That's how war works, you fucking spastic losers. Reread The Prince by Machiavelli, please. I'm pretty sure it says that in there somewhere. You need to, if someone doesn't do what you tell them to do, you need to kill them. Like, that's it. Yeah. So that's how it's going to work. We tell you what to do, and you do it, or we kill you. How does that sound? Now, you're lucky, like, because Mr. Tapscott has a very strict no enslavement policy, so I'm not going to enslave you. But if you don't wrap up all of your dog shit, all of your Nazi dog shit, we'll keep killing to the last man until the last person is dead. Even if that last person is a 3-year-old girl. If that last 3-year-old girl is standing there in the fucking smoldering ruins of your cities, and we'll be there, like all of us gather around, like, okay, what have you got to say for yourself, little girl? And she goes and does a Nazi cough. Right, that's it. Bang. Yeah, done. That's it. Yeah. So here's our response to that proposition. Okay, yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, this will make a statement. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Right there. Yeah, perfect. Now this is significant because that's actually who's heard of the Shroud of Turin? Yeah, so the Shroud of Turin is in here. Hey, he's dead. Yeah, the Shroud of Turin's in there. That's where it's kept. We've got a tour group, and they're going to pop by. And while that's happening, man's getting any biscuit sarcastically. What's the reaction? How do you think that went down? Okay. Yeah. Despair. Utter despair. Okay, good. Good. That's the point, right? Yeah. We want you to feel hopeless. Like, you have no hope of beating us in war. These are your options. Those are your options. Unconditional surrender or death. That's it. Those are the options. We're not negotiating. The time for negotiation is long gone. How many murders connected to Turin? Can you count? 1.8 million worldwide, possibly in the billions. They're in Africa, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Like recently, like yeah, like in the last 10 years, basically. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys, fuck you. Yeah. What were they doing? Sending mercs into Africa, all people smuggling. Yeah. Yeah, illegal immigrants coming in, and then they were like working them to death, basically. Yeah, because they had no rights, they had no paperwork. So basically, it enslaved them. And then when they couldn't work anymore, they quit, or they complained if they got killed, they got murdered. Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck you. No, we're not interested in any kind of government involving people who think like that. You fucked it up, and that's it. We'll take it from here. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not hiring at the moment. I'm not hiring. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want any. No. And it's like, don't you want recommendations? No. No. None. And just for that, we're going to play again. No, I just said exactly what I want. I want unconditional surrender. I tell you what to do, and you do it. Or I order your death. Yeah. That's it. Those are the options. That's what I want. I don't want anything else. If you suggest anything else to me, this will happen. I've been very clear, but I guess not clear enough. Right. So right now, Poland is saying you need our help to live a sin-free life. And to that, oh, yeah, that's Nazi thinking. Good time. This whole episode is just going to be good. Unconditional surrender. That's the only way this is going to stop. Absolutely do not attempt to communicate with me personally on the Turbo Babes. Under any circumstances. Never do it. Ever. By any means. Never, ever.
What is the exact step-by-step process the U.S. president follows to launch a nuclear triad B-2 Spirit stealth bomber?
Yeah, see, what you may notice, if I've got kebab shops, right? All of these kebab shops are fronts for Hamas. It's all Hamas. The reason Poland are getting their fucking asses kicked so badly right now is because they're basically, they just open the door to them. Because they're like, oh, well, you hate Jews, right? Like, yeah, we fucking hate them. It's like, cool. Coming in. Yeah. That's why we hate you.
What is the exact step-by-step process the U.S. president follows to launch a nuclear triad B-2 Spirit stealth bomber? It starts with the biscuit. No, not the snack, but a card containing the gold codes that authorize a nuclear attack. Once that order reaches the cockpit, the pilot drops a thermonuclear gravity bomb. The challenge. While the U.S. military had a massive engineering requirement, they needed to fit not just one, but 16 of these nuclear bombs inside the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. So how did they manage to pull that off? Well, inside this tiny cylinder, they've packed 150 kilotons of power. It uses a precise multi-point initiation system to channel X-rays and ignite a massive secondary fusion. We're breaking down exactly how this intricate, two-stage nuclear engineering creates a 900-meter fireball capable of collapsing buildings and shattering windows over 5 miles away. But here is the real question. If this is just a free-falling gravity bomb, how does it actually hit a target? The secret lies in these
You're watching No Pictures, the podcast by Mr. Tapscott. Hi, Mr. Tapscott. Thanks for playing, you spastics. Yeah, so yesterday and the day before, I kind of spoke about like KPop Demon Hunters. So KPop Demon Hunters, that was on Netflix, but it was produced by Sony. And like I was saying, Sony are Yakuza. Yeah. That's what I mean. They are the Yakuza. Nintendo started out as a gaming company. That's it, like they started out as gambling houses. Yeah. And then they started doing card games and stuff. Yeah, that's why. Nintendo basically was like an old school Tab Corp in Japan. It's Japanese Tab Corp. And then they went, well, how do we... Okay. Yeah, we'll do like card games. We'll come up, instead of just... We won't just like let people gamble. We won't just run the gambling houses. We'll actually invent new gambling games. And they invented pachinko, effectively. Which is the Japanese thing where the balls like come down and then you might win a prize. Yeah, so they invented that. And they're like, well, we don't just have to do gambling stuff. We can do like regular stuff, and then that way we can go global. So that's why they started doing like, actually they got on board they were doing games. They're doing games. They've always been a gaming company. Yeah. But it started out as gambling. And so if they're gambling, they're Yakuza. Yeah. So that's Nintendo was Yakuza. It's gone now. And Sony was the same. Yeah, Sony started out as something. But then, yeah, morphed into what it was, like an entertainment company. And then it was like, yeah, but basically it was propaganda, the propaganda wing of Narahito's Yakuza goons. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's why they produced KPop Demon Hunters. Now, just quickly. Yeah. Yeah, Guimar. See that hat there? See that hat? Yeah. The once was a mighty demon king. Stop me. If you've heard this one before, he was in total. Yeah, stop. Yeah, that's dogshit fan. He was in total control. He feasted on souls. The world trembled when he roared. But then some hunters sang some songs. Now all he does is starve. Yeah, can't get at the souls and flames. Grows cold. So that's a reference to me being in jail. Just a whisper in the dark. And will he let the fire go out? Is this the end of him now? Dying king with a crumbling crown? Will he let the fire go out? Yeah. Let's see what this turkey's got to say.
The Predators, that they are not just a mindless force of evil. There's clearly an intelligence and have a weaponry that is almost like evil James Bond in terms of gadgetry.
The bow, the combi stick, the cryo grenade.
I love all the gadgets. I got to throw the grenades and the props were all there and cool. And Dan loves all the toys.
Slash those bad boys.
I was very excited to bring to the cinematic.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, Guimar. There he is. Yeah. Pink. Yeah, pink all over. Yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah. Here's Guimar, the bad guy from KPop Demon Hunters, and here is a Jew. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Just in case you were unclear of whose side they're on. Yeah. Oh, you already established that. Yeah. Anyway. Fun fact, Hasidic Jews have been, that whole thing has been dismantled as well, along with the other churches, because they were kind of the same. They were corrupted. Yeah. Any really fundamentalist religion that organized itself got corrupted. Yeah. So organized religion effectively is, it's redundant. It's obsolete now. Yeah. You just get rid of that. Yeah. It always, because it veers into pictures of a bird. It's like if you organize into a militia, like a private militia or an army, that's pictures of a bird. And you're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. So I'm against it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. very fine line between private militia and terror organization, especially if you start murdering. Then you basically are. You're terrorists. It's a terror group. That's it. You're terrorists. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about ING. Oh. Kitty Callahan's giving me a big space hug. Thanks, Kitty Callahan. So this is ING Australia.
Ka-ching! With ING Orange every day, your next tap could unlock amazing benefits. Be the lion.
Oh, let's watch that one again quickly. Okay, so coffee. Starts with coffee, gets a moustache. Big T-bone steak. She looks like a Nazi. Gets hair. Female wisdom. Gets more hair. Reads propaganda, reads literature. Yeah. Makes friends. Bread.
With ING Orange every day, your next tap could unlock amazing benefits. Be the lion.
And then finally, he has a kid. You gotta have a kid. Yeah, and it's a little bit of both. So it's like saying, yeah, have a coffee, wake up and realize ING Corporation is in charge of you. Kill for us in this order. Wake up and realize ING are in charge of you. Kill for us. Kill for us. Prove that you're loyal, basically. Learn to read, like learn all the dog shit. Get across dog shit fan, all that jazz, and subsequently learn about the enemy, learn about the Jews that you need to murder, including Australian Aborigines and Black people, African Americans, and Chinese. Read all about that. What does he do next? Yeah, and then is that quick fire thing? Yeah, and then grow a pair of balls, like get orange, so masculine, so red and yellow together, which is Mr. Tapscott, Kitty Callahan. But they've interpreted it to mean manly, man, be a man, man up. Yeah, and all the while, everyone he's buying from is female. These women are your gatekeepers. Yeah, they're your Nazi political commissars. They'll tell you what to do. Yeah. Yeah. And then you'll be rewarded. You'll be promoted to a kids. You have a kids. You'll be promoted to a kids. And that kids will be your assassination squad. And if that kids is a lion, you train them to murder for us. You'll be the lion. You'll be the lion. Yeah. Now, fun little side note there. That tagline, be the lion. When I was working at Spark 44, or when I was trying to get a job at Spark 44. Yeah. When I was trying to get a job at Spark 44, the creative director, said to me, "Yeah, look, can you I'll give you a couple of briefs, and if you want to do a couple of ads and flick them through, I'll take a look, and depending on how that goes." So, one of the ads, he says, do an outdoor, do a billboard for the most beautiful car in the Jaguar F-Pace, the most beautiful car in the world. He won an award saying it was the most beautiful car in the world. And so the line I came back with was, it's like F-Pace, most beautiful car in the world, with the award. And then the line was, be the beast. And then it's the guy's behind the wheel. It's yeah. So it's Beauty and the Beast. But you could be the beast because it's it was an SUV. It was the world's most beautiful SUV, basically. So yeah, you can be the beast. Tackle the outdoors, you're the beast. Yeah, and so now they've stolen that line and made it be the lion. Yeah. So fuck you, double fuck you, ing. Yeah.
Lions like to hunt things down, like defenseless young teapots. And when they're on the move, they pay 0 ING international transaction fees with one of these. It's here somewhere. There it is. The ING Orange Everyday Card. Travel and save, Jules. Be the lion.
Yeah. Hunting for tea. Yeah. That's kind of like a reference to Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. You're really insecure, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Yeah, and the sneezing. That's like a wake up you baby. Yeah. 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 So the lion sneezing. Yeah, the lion's wake up, Mr. Tapscott. Because that was the thing, one of the pictures of a bird thing that I had to do was to go to David Jones and find the fucking teapot. It was so gay. It was so gay at the time, and I was I'm sorry, but war is hell. Yeah, it was so fucking gay. And that's when I was singing the songs yeah, walk around in the fucking shot. Because I was in there, hadn't slept in a bed in a couple of weeks. Flat broke, shoplifting sushi to survive. And then here I am in Perth, walking around a fucking department store looking for a teapot. It's I get it, war is tough, but maybe we should be finding someone to shoot in the head and shooting them in the head if they're bad guys. It's no, find the teapot. No. But secretly what I was doing was showing myself off to draw out the suckers. Because they thought that's what it was. They thought I was playing ball with them. They thought I was doing pictures of a bird to impress them. Yeah. When actually I was there to scope them out. Yeah. And in the background, my started going, thank you. Yeah. And I had my watch was fucking secretly hacking them. And yeah. I had all this secret tech attached to me that they didn't know about. Yeah. It was hacking their Bluetooth devices and shit. Yeah. Anyone that came within 50 meters of me in that period. Yeah. My passport was bugged. Yeah. Oh, and that ended up somewhere, did it? Yeah, it did. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll do this one super quickly. So I threw my passport away. I threw it in the trash at Perth Airport. And then they went through the bin and pulled it out of there. Because that's what they do. They go through garbage and steal your garbage. And then it ended up somewhere. Yeah. We're now about to review where it ended up. And as a result of this one fuckwit. Everyone Stroud. Yeah, that's his kind of. Yeah. So this is an Aces goon / Opus Day loser. Yeah. So that passport, because it was bugged. And the irony, like they stole it because it's like, oh, steal his stuff because it won't be his technology. And it's like, it's actually just a tracking device. That's all it is. And it's not new at all. Like, you can do this with a fucking credit card. Like, credit cards have chips in them. As long as a credit card has a chip in it. Because that's how it works. It's like you hold a thing up and it goes, bing, bing, like card reader. You can point a card reader at it, a powerful one, and it just goes like, what information is on that? Yeah. So this fucking dumb spastic is like, I'll take that. Maybe it's technology we can harness. And it's like, no, it's everyday technology. It's been readily available to everyone for about 30 years. And now all you've really done is take a tracking beacon back to your house. You fucking spaz. And right now they're watching this thinking like, oh shit, I better get the fuck out. But I've got some bad news for you, pal, because I don't think you're going to be able to outrun one of these.
What is the exact step-by-step process the U.S. president follows to launch a nuclear tried B-2 Spirit stealth bomber? It starts with the biscuit. No, not the snack, but a card containing the gold codes that authorize a nuclear attack. Once that order reaches the cockpit, the pilot drops a thermonuclear gravity bomb. A challenge. While the U.S. military had a massive engineering requirement, they needed to fit not just one, but 16 of these nuclear bombs inside the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. So how did they manage to pull that off? Well, inside this tiny cylinder, they've packed 150 kilotons of power. It uses a precise multi-point initiation system to channel X-rays and ignite a massive secondary fusion. We're breaking down exactly how this intricate, two-stage nuclear engineering creates a 900-meter fireball capable of collapsing buildings and shattering windows over 5 miles away. But here is the real question. If this is just a free-falling gravity bomb, how does it actually hit a target? The secret lies in these spin rocket motors that stabilize.
Ooh. Oh, wow, we felt that. Yeah, we felt that, didn't we, Kitty? Yo, big time. Yeah, Target. Yeah, we all did. Wow. There was a great disturbance in the force just then. Like, yeah, well, it's like one day. Did we get that one particular fuck with? Yeah, he's gone. Did he make it out of his house? He did. He was in his car. And just, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, chum. Yeah, and I don't feel bad because that one particular dumb fuck with that ace goon has murdered 73 people. Disappearing all of them. He disappeared all of them. And it was mostly Koreans with a couple of Chinese nationals sprinkled in. And a couple of Aussies, like cool Aussies who weren't corrupted by Opus Dei. So fuck you. that whole town, that little town. Nazi Bogan Hamlet. All the cool people got pulled out of there. Yeah. So goodbye. Yeah. No innocent civilians in there. They're all complicit in murder. They're all part of the terrorist organizations known as ISIS and an Australian Signals Director and also Opus Dei. Okay. So ING. Now back to the ING. Yeah, let's talk about ING. Oh, there we go.
Today, ING is well known as a multinational with Dutch roots. The proud orange lion adorns offices all around the world, like here in Italy, France, Great Britain, the US, Turkey, and many others. Everywhere we have one thing in common, our purpose, empowering people to stay a step ahead in life and business. But when did the story start? Some of ING's businesses can trace their roots back to 1762 when John and Francis Baring started a bank in London. Or to the mid-19th century when Banque de Bruxelles.
That's a lie, that's propaganda. It was actually in the 16th.
In the Netherlands, it all started with the Rijksbospaarbank. The savings bank was founded by the Dutch government in 1881 to encourage workers to start saving. 4 decades later, the Dutch introduced another service to help people manage their finances. The Postcheck en Girodienst, founded in 1918, allowed families and businesses to make payments via mail or local post offices. In the decades thereafter, the Postgiro would continuously improve the efficiency of the payment system, increasingly with automated systems. The economic crisis of the 20s prompted the Dutch government to initiate a reorganization of Dutch banks serving small and middle-sized businesses. Out of that, in 1927, the Nederlandse Middenstandsbank, NMB, was born. As the 20th century roared on, global, technical, and economic developments made it interesting for businesses to combine into bigger ones, and countries sold state-owned business to the private sector. In 1986, the Postgiro and Reichsbau Sparbank were privatized and combined as Postbank, with a stock exchange listing in 1989. Not much later, Postbank merged with NMB to form the NMB Postbank Group. Further deregulation made mergers between insurers and banks possible, and so in 1991, the NMB Postbank Group and insurance company Nationale Nederlanden joined forces into the Internationale Nederlanden Group while retaining their individual brand identities. The market soon abbreviated the name to ING, and the multinational as we know it today spread its wings. ING rapidly expanded its international business. A major step was the acquisition of Barings Bank in 1995. This, next to all the other acquisitions, increased ING's brand recognition around the world and strengthened its wholesale banking presence in emerging markets like Asia. ING also spread its wings on the capital markets. ING shares started trading on the New York Stock Exchange in 1997. ING further increased its presence in Europe by joining forces with other banks such as Banque Bruxelles-Lambert in 1998. In the next years, also in other European countries, banks were acquired. Bank Śląski in Poland, BHF and Direct Bank in Germany, and Oyak Bank in Turkey were brought under the umbrella of the Lion. But ING didn't only expand through acquisitions. The revolutionary branchless ING Direct concept was introduced in France, Spain, Italy, and even Australia, offering customers a small range of simple products and exemplary service through call centres and the internet. And in 2007, ING decided to combine the Postbank with its Blue Lion logo with the other Dutch retail operations. Now, the 7.5 million customers in ING's home market continued their banking activities under the orange ING flag. When the global financial crisis shook the world in 2008, ING also had major setbacks, making it necessary to get help from the Dutch state. This prompted a smart reassessment of ING's strategy. The aid was repaid and many businesses were sold, including all of the insurance and investment management operations. ING bounced back and came out stronger, thinking forward, combining new technology with its centuries of experience. Today, more than 51,000 ING employees offer retail and wholesale banking services to over 37 million customers in more than 40 countries. ING, empowering people since 1762.
No. They edited their first bit out because 1762 was when they rebranded. So they basically pulled the Gestapo going to the Stasi. Yeah, it's like well, we're not Dutch East India Trading Company anymore. Oh, but they sort of like did it retroactively. They just went back and rewrote the history because they actually started out as a Dutch East India Trading Company and made almost all of their money from slavery. Yeah, like literal slavery, like sailing boats to Africa. And then getting locals to kill as many elephants as they could, getting all the ivory, and then just like, it's like, all right, here's your ivory. Cool, get in the boat. What? Yeah, click. Yeah, sailing to fucking, sending them to the United States. Yeah, it's basically it. And everywhere else. Yeah. And it was like, that was the reason because that was roughly around the time, like, hang on. Yeah. So 1772. England criminalized slavery in 1772. Yeah. the entire British Empire. They didn't do it till 1833, but in 1772, slavery on English soil was declared illegal, but it didn't apply to the colonies. So they reckon ING started in 1760. Before that, just before that. No. They had to rebrand. Yeah. Because they were at the time, they were like the McDonald's of slavery. It's like the biggest slavery worldwide. 100 million slaves since 1663. That was them bragging about it. Yeah. Like, they very proud. Like, they're very proud of their tallies. Yeah. No one enslaves more people than we do. We're your number one go-to. Forget getting on a torrent order. If you need a slave, you come to the Dutch East India Trading Company. We'll get it done. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, sex slavery isn't a new thing either. Child sex slavery that's not new. Yeah. That was them as well. Yeah, they're all over that shit. Yeah. So fuck you, ING. I'm glad you're gone. Oh, by the way, all the Bunnings executives have gone to Guantanamo Bay. They all went to Delta. There's like 18 of them. Yeah. Like, yeah, we're playing ball. So cool. How many murders linked to Bunnings again? 380,000. Like, okay. Come on then. Go. Click. Oh, yeah. Off you go to Camp Delta. Oh, by the way, your life expectancy in Camp Delta is about 10 days. Yeah.
I'd rather die than sleep tonight. I would rather die than dream.
Yeah, all these spastics. There's one cunt in particular who I fucking hate. Not him. This guy. Yeah, because he was on Sylvia Jeffries knows him. Yeah, he was on Today. He was like the ING money.
Happy International Friendship Day. Now, no one wants to lose a mate over a couple of bucks, so I thought I'd share a few of the most common money tensions with our friends. Firstly is agreeing on a dinner and drinks budget on a night out. We've always got that one mate that wants to order the steak when everyone else is happy with a burger and fries. Number two is gifting, particularly wedding gifts. How much do we put in that envelope? And do we really need to pay our own way? And third on the list is bill splitting. When should we have the conversation to split the bill? And how long after the dinner do I need to wait before I chase my mates to put that money back in my account? What are your top money tensions with your friends? Let us know. Happy International Friendship Day. Now, no one wants...
So basically what he's saying there is like, stop eating out in restaurants. Save your money. Because he's trying, don't eat out in restaurants. Because we want you to be rich when we fucking murder you and steal all your stuff. And if you've got a friend who's doing it, if you've got a friend who won't listen, who won't wake up your baby, who won't have a coffee, and get used to the idea that ING, the corporation, the Dutch East India Trading Company, is in charge of you now in Australia. Needs to be murdered. So fuck you, that cunt, whoever that fuck it was. Who is that?
To order the steak when everyone else is happy with a burger and fries. Number two is gifting, particularly wedding gifts. How much do we put in that envelope? And do we really need to pay our own way? And third on the list is bill splitting. When should we have the conversation to split the bill? And how long after the dinner do I need to wait before I chase my mates to put that money back in my account? What are your top money tensions with your friends? Let us know. Happy International...
Yeah, so he fucked up because he didn't say, you're watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. I always do it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do it at the start and at the end of bookended. Fucking amateur. But on top of that, ING money today morning. Matt Bowen. Yeah, that's him. Okay. Yeah, that's him. Matt Bowen. Yeah. Now, on top of being a fucking murderer who's killed 39 people, he's also a pedo, as you can see. Has anyone noticed? Like, you can tell, you can now, you know what a pedo looks like now. It's like, in the same way, like, you can spot a gay guy. Now, you can, okay, that's a pedo for sure. Yeah. That's Tara Bennett. Tara Bennett's done that on purpose. She's like, I'm going to make it so you can spot who's a pedo. Yeah. You just know instinctively, like, that's a fucking pedo. In the same way, it's like, you know, it's like, if someone, like, you can tell, like, just, it's just the slight way he says certain things. You know, it's like, definitely gay. You know what I mean? And, you know, every now and again, there's someone who surprises you. But it's like, just by looking at it, it's like, that's a pedo for sure. Yeah, definitely a pedo. Yeah. Like Dickie. And the fact that his name is Dickie. Yeah, and, who was that cunt? Like, yeah. Not Gary Glitter, the other one. Yeah, Jimmy Savile. Yeah, you can just look at him and go, that's a fucking pedo for sure. That's a pedo. That's definitely a pedo. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone knows what I mean. Yeah, so if you get a vibe about someone, like, don't please, if someone comes across as being a little bit of a pedo, please don't, like, take matters into your own hands or anything like that. But yeah, that's intentional. That's Tara Bennett. She's done that on purpose. She's like, nah, yeah, just like give you a bit of a warning. It's like, if you get a vibe, like a bit of a creepy vibe, yeah. Yeah, it's a pedo for sure. Yeah. Yeah. She's saying, like, look, listen, trust your instinct. You're right. You're probably right about 70% of the time. About 70% of the time you get a vibe from someone, it's like, that's a pedo. You're probably right. 30% of the time you might be wrong. So just be aware. Like, don't go out, like, don't start, like, don't get in some, if you get a vibe that someone's a pedo, don't immediately accuse them in public. Like, don't do any of that shit. But, yeah, also, at the same time, if you get that vibe, don't let their kid play cricket. Like, if they're a cricket coach or something, it's like, nah, don't. No, Jimmy, come on, little Billy. Let's find another cricket club. Yeah. If cricket survives all of this, because all of cricket, all of it was cooked. At every level. International cricket, test cricket, Big Bash, one-day cricket, local cricket, all the local cricket clubs, they were all cooked. And they were all basically, effectively, child sex trafficking rings. Yeah. Absolute dog shit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we've ticked a few boxes there. Yeah. So we're slaying some dog shit. We've deconstructed some dog shit propaganda. We've had some revelations. We've played Google Maps a couple of times. Done a bit of Turbo Babe stuff. So now maybe it's time to start telling the rest of the story about Mr. Tapscott and the band. I'm going to fucking kill you. You're watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Now, just to sort of like punctuate, to draw it, so like, yeah, it's like a bookend, like a chapter. We play Google Maps. Fuck you, Matt Bond. Apparently, yeah, because he was so fucking smug. Every time I'd watch him on like Sunrise, I'd see him on Sunrise, and his whole segment would be dogshit fan saying, "Fuck you, Mr. Tapscott. We're gonna kill you." The whole thing. No, brand new and slow. Like the old way was slow, and there's brand new card on the market. Is the slow, is the short way. Yeah. Fuck you, dogshit spastic loser. Yeah. Yeah. Never again. Yeah. Everyone unanimously. Like, how the fuck did he get to that? How do we let slavers just set up multi-billion-dollar fucking finance operations on Australian soil and just like let them run riot? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Everyone's thinking that. How the fuck did it get to that? How do we just? Yeah, John Howard. The short answer is John Howard, basically. John Howard, the Opus Dei Nazi. So, no rules. Nothing really matters. Just be a pedo. John Howard, massive pedo, by the way. No surprises there. Yeah. Yeah, so ING, we just slammed them, so we're gonna Blues Beach. So ING. Yeah. There, look at that. Yeah, so that there, straight up. That's dogshit fan. The most expensive extracurricular kids activities revealed and how to save money on them. Yeah. Yeah. Sport, music lessons, dance tutoring, it all adds up. Yeah. You're too expensive, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. The irony is that all of that language has been borrowed directly from Tara Bennett, and that's all language that she set up to help Mr. Tapscott and the Turbo Babes when they woke up. Yeah, and so now they've appropriated it. It's like, well, obviously, that's us talking to him. Yeah, but no, you fucking no. And that's why you're in hell right now. And that's why Aldous Harding is like, yeah, hello. How are you, man? Slow. Yeah. On the slow cooker. Yeah. It hurts, doesn't it? Not even a sorry. All right. That's fine. It wouldn't change anything even if you were. But, well, mine. But, yeah. Apparently, yeah, your wife was cheating on you, by the way. Yeah. And yeah, she has a taste for black dudes. So just bear that in mind. Yeah. She thought your dick was too small. So there you go. But yeah, the most expensive extracurricular kids activities revealed and how to save money on them. Like kill him. Yeah. Sport, music lessons, dance, tutoring. It all adds up. Yeah. Yeah. You playing the trombone too much, Mr. Tapscott. This is like, yeah. You're talking too much shit. That's like you being a wanker. That's yeah. You're playing too much footy. You're playing too much rugby. You're playing too much Muay Thai. You should be playing cricket or golf. That's it. Pictures of a bird, and that's it. And tutoring, yeah, we it's expensive. Like it's taking us too long to teach you that we're in charge. Not just of you, but the whole world. Yeah. So fuck you, Matt. And that's why we're playing Google Maps. Because this motherfucker, 5 Maryland Place, is a senior executive of ING. Thanks for playing, Spastic. And that's not all. Yeah, what's that? No, that one there. Yeah. Because that can't be there. Yeah, that's that little death nest. That's where they take care of the bodies and then they dump it out in the bay. Yeah. So we're gonna throw this one in.
A thermobaric weapon, also known as a fuel-air explosive (FAE) weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion.
You're watching No Pictures Better podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Now, I've just had a negotiation with Sylvia. She's going to let me eat this biscuit non-sarcastically, but I will throw in a little bit of sarcasm just for you. Sorry. Yesterday, we got up to the part of the story of Mr. Tapscott and I'm gonna fucking do it. Where Russell turned up to the pub saying, I can't play tonight. Why not? See? And he slashed all his fingertips off. Well, not off, but he slashed them. And I thought about it overnight. I was like, oh, okay, no, yeah. And so now, I need to make a bit of a revision. Because obviously, this happened like this is 20 years ago now. And I was wasted the whole time. So, yeah, Kitty Khan was like, well, the fact that you can remember half of this shit is a miracle on its own. But yeah. Yeah. And then, we're at the pub, and the head booker comes out. And he's like, yeah, fucking in Jamie, David Jamie. He's whinging about something. I'm just like, yeah. Then the head booker comes out, walks past us in the pub that we're about to play at. Oh, there's, fuck you. Oh, fucking hell, Russell. Stopped off. And I chase after him. Sorry, man. He's like, yeah, but he's your fuckwit. I know it's him, but he's your problem. He's your problem. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So I went back into the pub. He's like, I love you, Naz. I'm kissing up Naz's ass. And I'm like, oh, man. Then we went back. He's like, all right, well, let's go load in. I've got a headache, this cunt. Uni boy job. Oh, nice magazine. Nice haircut. And I had a Vice magazine rolled up. Yeah, bang. You know how much that hurts? Like, uni boy job, bang. Oh. And then that's when, and this is the part I only just remembered. That's when Furious, the guitarist, it's an ironic nickname because he's pretty mild-mannered, stepped in and said, fuck this. I'm not playing. Fuck this. No, we're not playing tonight. I'm canceling. Cancel it. Cancel the fucking show. That's it. Nah, I can't be fucked. And the rest of us, yeah, that's it. And Russell was like, what? I want to play. Nah, we couldn't be bothered. Nah, fuck you, Russell. I want your drums out of this house. And then me and Dave, it's like, do you want to come for a beer? I'm like, yes. We went drinking it like Russell's a fucking cocksucker. Yeah, and they basically decided to... Yeah, it's like, what I said. And then, so I had the 2 shows booked. So that was Friday night. So the Friday night gig we cancelled. And then the Sunday night gig, we turned up. We didn't speak to Russell all weekend. And then he's like, oh. Yeah, because he's like, oh shit, they're serious this time. Like, I really fucked up. Like, I really, really fucked up. Because normally it's like, all right, Russell, blah, 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 put up with the shit and then eventually play. And he gets his like 5 minutes of attention. Yeah, he gets his 15 minutes of attention and then we play and then it's like, yeah, we repeat the process. But this time I was like, no, we couldn't be bothered, dude. Yeah, I couldn't be fucked. So like, we all turned up. We all had a conversation. Jamie's like, that's it, I'm out. Yeah. I was like, all right. Me and a few others went, yeah, us too. So we turn over to the pub 5 minutes before we go on stage. We're like, look, it's your band. We can't kick you out. So we all quit. We quit. That's it. He's like, oh. Then we went on stage and played. Yeah. Russell was like writing lyrics on stage. So yeah. And I did like a fucking extra long drum solo, which apparently was cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was sick. Yeah. I snapped a fucking skin. I hit the fucking drum so hard that the skin went. Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah. It was the best. It was one of the best shows we ever played. Possibly the best show. Yeah. According to Space Ghost, Lisa Tutoria, aka Goddess Hecate, aka Pan. Yeah. Yeah. What do they call it? Yeah, patron god of musicians. That's Lisa Tutoria. Yeah, she's a patron god of musicians. In real life, she's Cher, and she's also Tina Turner. She was both of them. Yeah. Yep. Now. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, apparently they both got raped in the music industry by music executives. Yeah, fuck. Not surprising, really. But yeah. Yeah. So you're allowed to do some. You're allowed to do some feminist stuff, Lisa. That's fine. You're allowed to say like rape is bad. Don't rape women, please. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 So then that's what happened. Yeah. And so then after that, we didn't speak to him for about a week, but we all kind of went like, well, because we're all kind of famous. And everyone was talking to us, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, that's it. We put it, like, because, like, Buzz, like, I had to call the other bands and go, like, nah, sorry, man, we've got to cancel tonight. We can't play because his bass player's being a fuckstick. And everyone's like, oh, like, and everyone, like, the buzz on the street is already. So we've got about we're famous for about 4 or 5 different reasons. We're famous because we're really fucking sick. We're a sick band. We're famous for that. We're famous because Russell is the loosest unit on the face of the planet. Possibly literally, yeah. We're famous because Jamie is actually a fucking sick frontman. He actually is like a sick frontman. Everyone's talking about that. And we're famous. And we're famous for the Grace Emily. We're the band that crashed Grace Emily. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also we're famous because Russell has bashed Claire. And Claire was actually like a child of society. Yeah. So she was actually like, her parents are actually quite rich. Yeah. And so Russell was like facing corporate, like he'd been charged and like he would bail to appear and he couldn't leave the state. So we're famous for that as well. It's like, that's that crime band. Yeah. And the fact that the band was called I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You. And it was no secret. It was called I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You. And it was no secret that it was about Claire. That's Russell's ex that he bashed. It was all about Claire. So, yeah. Claire broke his heart. The girl that he bashed left him. And so he started a band called I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You. Kind of questionable in retrospect, but here we are. Yeah. Should Nick Tapscott be? Yeah, Mr. Tapscott should be cancelled. Yeah. No, never says Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. You can't cancel a god from his own universe, apparently. That was their words. Yeah, you can't. So, yeah. You can't. Like, you can't do it. Because if you cancel Mr. Tapscott, then that's the end. That's the end of everything. Yeah, he's just like, all right, cancel. All right. Guess we'll shut it down. Ooh. Yeah. But don't worry. No, everyone has faith that Mr. Tapscott he always does the right thing. Always. Mr. Tapscott always does the right thing. And not just because of, who he acts, not just because he's son of man, but we've observed him in this universe, in this lifetime, always do the right thing. And that's part of what tipped us off. That he was indeed Mr. Tapscott. He always does the right thing, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. If he has to be a homeless guy in Perth and go to jail, he'll do it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I was devoted because I'm like, fuck, man, we put in so much work. We put so much work into that fucking band. We have songs that weren't recorded, you know what I mean? And just like, I love playing. Like, I love playing shows. It's addictive. It really is. It really is addictive. That build up, you're like, oh man, fuck, that tension. You get like all that nervous energy. And then you go out and like, well, this could go. Who knows how this is going to go? Who's going to turn up tonight? Maybe this is a show that a celebrity should, like a fucking rock star turn. Like maybe this is the show that fucking Smashing Pumpkins turn up. It's like, oh, you're sick. Come, yeah. The Tool are there. Do you want to come and tour with us? You know what I mean? That type of shit. It's like, is it going to be a sick crowd? Is it going to be a shit crowd? Who knows? And if it is a sick crowd, are we going to like fucking slay it? Are we going to tank it? Who knows? Yeah. So hectic. Yeah. So I missed that. And then you actually play, and when you're on that stage, fuck, that adrenaline is like, that's coursing through your veins when you do that. And just the music, man. And that's why I love dancing. That's why I hit the dance floor, because it's like, that's the only other way to get the feeling, because you're in the music. When you're in the band making the music, if you love that music that you're making, you're in the music. Yeah, you feel that energy. It's like, yeah, there's, you feel that power. You feel that space magic flowing through you. And that's why when I was dancing, that was the only way, shredding the D floor, that was the only way that I could get that feeling of playing live. That was the only way to get close to it. It's like, this is like playing a show. This is like, that's that same feeling of playing a gig. And that's actually what it was. It was like space magic coursing through me. Yeah. Yeah. That's that feeling. That's why like it's so addictive. You get addicted to it. You get addicted to the space magic. Yeah. And then you crash up. Like you come down after, you get off the station. Oh, fuck. And it's a fitness thing as well. You get all the fucking endorphins from like playing. If you play 45 minutes straight, that's huge. That's a massive workout. Yeah. Yeah. And play gigs that like Jamie. One gig, and it's like if you walk off your stage and you walk off stage and you're bleeding, like you're literally bleeding, and it's like fucking sick. Yeah. Like one time we played at Lizard Lounge, and someone and it was like an old Pizza Hut that had been converted into a bar, into a venue, and so you just play. There's no stage, you just play on flat carpet. And then someone like we're playing, and Jamie's at the front, and someone smashed a glass on the ground. And Jamie like, oh fuck it, like watch out for the glass, man. He's like, what? Fuck glass, who gives a shit? And got down and rolled around in it. And got up. He's like, all his arms, yeah, all his arms are bleeding and shit. He's still fucking still going. So good. That's the same gig that I hit the rim, like my knuckle hit the rim of the snare. It's like bang, I like took the skin off like all the knuckles and sort of yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm bleeding. Yeah. And Dylan Stone was there and he heckled me. Yeah, that's right. It's like, yeah, because I know it, like Jamie's always going like, yeah, give it up for this guy, give it up for this guy, give it up for this guy. And then I ran out and grabbed the one and said, give it up for Jamie. And then Dylan Stone's like, oh, drummer shouldn't be on the mic. Oh, fuck you, Dylan. I would play Google Maps, but yeah, I don't want to lose my rhythm. Yeah. And then, yeah, Stasi secret police had to be there. Spastics. Okay. How you doing? How you doing, secret police? Surely your nuclear weapons are no match for our pictures of a bird. Well, we've got a bunch of other weapons that they're only just telling me about now. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, like you fucking losers. Yeah. Idiots. You were warned so many times anyway. Yeah, so that feeling. It's addictive. Playing in front of a sellout room and they fucking, when they eat it up, they're like, yeah, and they get into it as well. They feel that space. It's like, yeah, that was fucking sick. That was fucking sick. Yeah. Kids jumping around in that front. Yeah. Fucking great. yeah, so I was addicted to that, and we'd broken up. It was like, oh, man, we put so many hours into it, so many hours of work. Now we'll never record an album. We'll never go on tour. Fuck. Yeah. So, and I was sad. Yeah, I was sad. I was very sad about it. And it was like a breakup. Like, you know, you have a fight with your ex and you break up with her. And then, like, you know, after the anger wears off, like 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, I missed it. It was like that. So, yeah, Russell went like, well, I'll keep the band going and just replace everyone. And then we said, well, we'll start our own thing. And then I tried to get it like up and running. And Jamie basically went like, okay, so this is how it's going to work. Nick, you're going to do all the work, and then I'm going to come in the last minute and take all the credit. It's my band. No, yeah. Yeah, and I wasn't down for that. And there was one guy, Jock Jacobs, who is, yeah, legitimate pedo, that guy. Yeah, when did he start reading teenagers? Kitty Callahan? 1997. Yeah, but he was a teenager. He was 17. Yeah, and he started touching up kids then, like little kids. Fucking hell, bro. Yeah, this guy, Jock Jacobs, he was in a couple of bands. I lived with him for a bit. Oh, really? Because I'm watching kiddie porn over there. That's gross. Yeah, there was this guy, Jock Jacobs, James Punk Rock Jacobs, and he was like a guitarist. He just sort of floated around. People seemed to like him. Was he a killer too? Yeah, bikie assassin. Yeah, how many? He was just sort of starting out. He'd done one. Yeah, but they went, okay, he's done one. He held his nerve. We can trust this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Dog shit. Yeah. 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 But it was around there. Yeah, it was around. There was pedophilia around there. Highland Street was dodgy. It was like the Cross. It was red light district of Adelaide. And Adelaide, like, you know, everyone knows how seamy Adelaide can be. It's got that serial killer vibe to it. And so you combine that with a red light district and child sex. It's like, you can just imagine. City of churches, like city of pedos, basically. Church equals pedo, yeah. And in Russell's building, so Russell lived in the Smacky Flats. He had one of the apartments in the Smacky Flats, and it was called the Smacky Flats, like smack, as in heroin addict flats. And his downstairs neighbor, who he spoke to regularly, while we were there, was like, "Oh yeah, you hear about fucking Steve-O, the downstairs neighbor?" I'm like, "No." Like he worked at a local cafe, and apparently what he'd done, he was like sleazing onto all these like underage girls, taking them back to his apartment. Yeah, like how old were they? Like young teenagers, basically. They weren't little kids, but they were like too young. They were like 13, 14-year-olds, yeah. Prepubescent, yeah. Having sex with them, videotaping it, yeah, and then videotaping it. And he'd done this like, it's like 100 of them or something, yeah. And he had like fucking, yeah, but he had all the tapes. He had tapes and tapes and tapes. Yeah, and so when eventually like Piranhas, like, yeah, the Raptor equivalent in Adelaide, it's like Piranha Squad or something, kicked his door in. Yeah, no, there was a bikie specialist. There was a specialist bikie in Adelaide. Maybe I'll find it. Yeah, there was a specialist unit. So the Piranha Task Force, that was the gangland shootings in Melbourne. And Sydney has Raptor Squad, so that's organised crime. They're all corrupt, all of them. All of those specialist, all of those specialist units, all of them are corrupt. Yeah, almost immediately they become corrupted. Yeah, as soon as they're formed, they're corrupt. If they're not, yeah, and you need to be corrupt to be on them, basically. Yeah. It's similar, yeah, adjacent to Task Force Alpha. Yeah. Following a specific murder case to target properties linked to OMCGs, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all right. I might do some research offline and come back. But yeah, anyway, there was a specialized task force, so they kicked his door in, and we're like, we've heard that you're raping girls, like you raping children. I wonder if there's any evidence in your apartment of that. It's like, no. Oh, like, what about all these videotapes? He's, oh, fuck. Yeah, he taped it all. And the kids he was, like, raping, they were all bikie. They were all the daughters of bikies and bikie associates. Yeah, so he didn't last long inside, I don't think. Yeah, Kitty Khan saying, like, he lasted about 6 months before he was murdered. Yeah, he got murdered. Yeah. Stage looked like a suicide. Yeah, but yeah, he went. Yeah. That's what happens. Yeah. Yeah. So that shit was going on. Yeah, there was definitely pedophilia there. So anyway, James Jock Punk Rock Jacobs. Maybe I can find him. Jock Jacobs.
Sloppy facial look. Carla's got a boyfriend. I might take care of him, to be honest.
Sure is. Sure was cool of the Nazis to like map their network for us. Like, certainly was considerate of them. Yeah, this is all Nazi stuff. Adelaide Music Wiki. That's them mapping that mapping. This is the pictures of a bird Gestapo network. Yeah, here it is. Thanks. That was easy. Anyway. And also, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I'm being strongly encouraged to find him. Yeah. Okay, so she's been whitewashed by Nazis. Yeah. So Shireen Adra, these are all fake. That's all of these images are fake spam. So I can't Google all these old connections. Yeah. Yeah. Now I would play Google Maps normally, but they're already dead. We took that fucking unit out. They're in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley adjacent. We nuke the whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, Jock Jacobs was a guitarist and my housemate. And he was a fucking massive pedo, apparently. Yeah. So that's the revelation there. Apparently his whole band was. Yeah. We played with him a bunch of times. We used to play with his band. So his mate's band. So his band and our band used to play together all the fucking time. And their drummer was actually fucking awesome. And now Lisa Lee Roth is telling me that was her in disguise. The goddess Hecate, aka Pan. That was her in disguise. That was why she was such a sick drummer. Yeah, yeah. She was sick. Yeah, sick drummer. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, we used to play with them all the time. But Jocko had a taste for the young flesh. Yeah, apparently as well. At a church party. He walked up to Jamie and just said and said pretty matter of factly, it's like, Jamie, what are you doing tomorrow? He's like, I don't know. He's like, do you want to come over to my house, right? And we'll have a barbecue. And then, maybe I could bat you off. He's like, what? Yeah, just come over and I'll give you a hand job. Yeah, I just want to give you a hand job. No. What? No. And then Jamie just went forward, told everyone. Jock just asked me to come over to his house and so he could jerk me off. And I was like, what? Jocko. But in that scene, that was like nothing. Yeah. I'm realizing now that was nothing. Yeah. They were all creepy predators, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Dylan Stone, the Stasi, yeah, so I knew always he had a thing for young girls. But how young were they? Yeah, he committed his first act of pedophilia, he banged a 16-year-old when he was 31. How old was he? But were they in their 30s? Yeah, they were. So okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, so they're in their 30s living in the church. Yeah, that's right. Because I was 25. And they're about 5 years older than me. Yeah. Yeah. And so when he was 31 and he rooted a 16-year-old, yeah, and that's where it started for him. Yeah. then how young did he go? He went like child, like young child, like 5 and 6 year olds. Yeah, disgusting. Yeah. Was he like involved in a ring? Like, did they? Yeah. And Jock was in part of that ring. Yeah, and Alex as well. Yeah. No, not 80. Fuck, what was his name? Alex Newton. That's it. Maybe he'll be on LinkedIn. Maybe that's him. Maybe he got his law degree. Who knows? Nah, that's a joke. Oh, that's him right there. Yeah. Yeah, needless to say, he is gone. Yeah, yeah, like a Nazi. Yeah, Nazi as fuck. He's got the round glasses and everything. Yeah. Yeah. So he was part of that church group. Yeah. Yeah. And were they actively trafficking as well? Yeah. Yeah, they were predators. Yeah, they were. Were they running that when? No, but it started after. Yeah. Fucking hell. So it's like it's yeah. They start. Yeah. It is like a scene. Like they just like a drug scene. It starts with like a couple of puffs at a joint at a party, and then you escalate all the way up, and then you like shooting heroin into your fucking dick and shit like that, yeah, and high all the time, yeah. It's exactly like that with pedophilia. It starts out with like 22-year-old girls are cute, and then it goes younger. It's like, and then like one 16-year-old slips through the cracks and it's like, well, I got away with it. No one seemed to mind. Yeah. They're paying the parent. Yeah, the parents were prostitutes. Yeah, and there are parents everywhere who will accept money to let you fuck their kids. Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. And they're all parents. Were they doing that? Oh my god. No. Okay. Right. Okay. But Alex Newton, that guy, was letting other people. Was he letting people like fuck them? No, but like touch them, take photos of them. Yeah. So he was taking naked photos and sharing them around, basically. Oh my god. A lot of his own kids. Yeah. And then after Jock said that, yeah, then Jamie was in a big group of people when Jock walked up. He goes, "Oh, hey guys." Jamie's like, "No, Jock, I don't want you to bat me off." Like, what? He's like, "Oh, I don't want red." Anyway, that's Jock Jacob. So he was involved in that shit. Yeah, he was a fiddler on the roof. There you go. Disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. That guy, Jock Jacobs. And I live with him in Melbourne. Him and Shireen, yeah. I actually let his girlfriend move in. His girlfriend was fucking hot. And at the time when she moved in, she was actually nice and pretty and smart. And she was cool. We got along. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'd get in there for sure. But she was dating Jock Jacobs. And Jock Jacobs knew me from Adelaide. Yeah. Anyway. That's a different story. Yeah, we'll try and keep this. So Jock Jacobs told both of us. Because Jamie went to Jock and we're like, "Do you want to play bass instead of Russell?" He's like, "Yep." And then Russell went to Jock and said, "Do you want to play guitar instead of Furious?" Like, "Yeah." So Jock Jacobs joined both the bands. I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You broke up, and Jock Jacobs joined both of them, both of the new bands. Okay. Oh, fuck it. Make hay while the sun shines, I guess. No, not you, Jock. Not like that. You fucking creepy pedo. You fucking spastic dog. Easy now. Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Mr. Tapscott. I love you too, Aldous. You're the best one. Open mouth kiss. Yeah, so that happened. But I was still jonesing for the live show experience. And so after a couple of weeks, like the smoke died down. And I started talking to Russell. And just to like he's all, I'm sorry, man, I'm so sorry. And I've never seen him like actually be sorry like that. So I know I'm a fucking loose unit, I know I'm a fucking loose cunt. Yeah. His girlfriend John was in there trying to mediate. She's like, look, he is actually really sorry. Yeah. And so I kind of missed it, and I was like, look, it's going to be really hard. Because that's the thing, like when four guys like click like that musically, that's really, really, really rare. It's really rare. And I'm just like, you know what? We could try it again. Jamie was out now. Because what had happened was like he quit the band, and then immediately the Stasi descended. And it was all of them. All the different factions of East German. So all the because his missus Sarah was femo Nazi. And so she jumped in there. She's like, oh, yeah, sick. Get away from Russell. He's a cunt. Yeah. And then, not Dylan Stone, but the other Stasi was like, yeah, good. You did the right thing getting me out of that band. Making music. That's what jobs. Yeah. You should do your own thing, Jamie. Yeah, you're bigger than all of them. Yeah. You're the real star. You're the real star. Yeah. And the reason they were saying that, the reason they were spreading that propaganda specifically is because they knew that he didn't do anything. They knew that he wasn't doing anything. And so they said, like, make him the star, prop him up. Yeah. Because anyone who looks into it, it's like, oh, Jamie did everything. And then Jamie didn't do anything. So anyone who looks into it, it's like, oh, he's just some loser. Yeah. Yeah, and apparently Jamie Naismith got sucked into that's how he got sucked into the pedo vortex. Because that's the danger of their thinking. That's the scenester. That's why I fucking bailed on those chumps, because they're scenesters. They groupthink. They're groupthink pieces of shit. And one of them or two of them will have an idea and just go, no, this is what I think. And then the rest of them just go, like, okay. And then that's it. This band, yes, Auntie Meredith, that's why she's murdering people. This is the music scene. Yeah. Auntie Meredith was murdering people. Because she said, oh, I think this band is better than this band. And then someone else, not even to be contrarian. It was just their opinion. Like, I think this band is better than this band. It was the opposite of what Auntie Meredith was saying. She's like, well, he's got to go. He's got to go. Yeah, and murdered him for that. That's what they're like. That's what this church crew is like. So at the top, they're like, you know what's cool? Being a pedo. And then Jamie was like, okay. Yeah. And Furious as well. The guitarist, they both got sucked into it. What are they like? I don't think they never got past the experimentation phase. Well, they went to like a creepy sex party with kids there. Yeah. And they partook. What are they? Like, what do they just stand around and jerk off or something like? Yeah. It's like a live sex show with a child. What the fuck? Dylan Stone. 10 years ago, Dylan Stone was just like, oh, I'm gonna build a wood oven in my backyard so I could cook pizzas for people. And then it's escalated all the way to like, come over to my house and we'll have sex with kids and you guys can stand around and jerk off. Like, what? And then they're all up my ass. They're all like fucking. When I eventually like went, nah, I'm cutting. I don't give a shit. Nah, fuck this scene. Fuck you. Nah. Yeah, they all got like really butthurt. Well, that's why. Yeah. Like, why don't you come back? Because you do shit. You didn't think to just Dylan. That's gross. That's pedo shit. Fuck you. No. But I'm in the church. I cook pizzas in a wood oven, and that qualifies me to determine the pedophilia is all right. Unbelievable. Anyway, I was jonesing for it. Not for pedo shit, no, but for music, playing music live, which is what originally that scene was about. It's like music. It was a music scene, not fucking jerk off pedo scene. It just fucking morphed. He went from music scene to pedo scene. I guess this is because of the Nazis. The Nazis made music so hard. Like everything was so prohibitively expensive. Musical instruments were prohibitively expensive. Venues were disappearing. Left, right, and center. There was no way, like, the price of property. So back in the day, like, the Sex Pistols, like, rented a fucking warehouse and they just rehearsed in there. Like, that was the thing. Like, Romper Stomper, they were, like, living in warehouses for free and shit. Just squatting and no one cares. And that's where, like, kind of the punk scene came from. It was like, yeah, cool, there's room, there's space. You can play. There are spaces to play. Yeah, because, like, as a drummer, like, if I play drums anywhere, if it's not soundproofed, if it doesn't have, like, 7 or 8 layers of soundproofing, the cops will be there in, like, fucking 20 minutes. Because you can hear me play drums, like, 2 Ks away. Yeah. Yeah, it's hectic. It's almost as loud as, like, a helicopter. It's, like, fucking loud as shit. Yeah. So, yeah. Is that literally people are saying, I don't know. It's pretty it's pretty fucking loud. Yeah. You wouldn't want to be in the same room. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be in the same room. Maybe it's like it's about as loud as like a chainsaw. Like, yeah, like or something like mowing a lawn. But like imagine like a small room, like your bedroom, like this room, but someone's like has a lawnmower in there that's running, like that's fuck, like yeah. Or construction, it's about as loud as construction noise. But if you're in an enclosed space, if you're in a room inside, then it's fucking loud. And so yeah, if you're playing drums, yeah, like a jackhammer, it's about that. Yeah, maybe it's about louder than a jackhammer, probably. Yeah, that's what Kitty Carlin reckons. Louder than a jackhammer. Yeah. But as soon as people put two together, it's like that's not construction noise. That's not a lawnmower. That's not a helicopter. That's not a motorbike. That's someone playing drums. That's someone playing a musical instrument. Then it's immediately it's like complain. Yeah, straight away. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's the East German thing. So they suppress all the shit that they did that just suppressed the music scene, and what happens instead? You can't make music, so instead you fucking turn to pedophilia. Yeah, you pedos, you do pedo shit. And that is an East German thing as well. Yeah, that's kind of came out of there. Like, it's part of their fucking Ubermensch mindset. Like, it started out with, that's why like German pornography is like really full on, like really creepy, and have like creepy sex clubs there and stuff, like sex dungeons and shit. Because it starts out, it's like, oh, it's that SS thing. It's like you can do whatever you want. You can murder 1 million people, and if you've got the strength inside to do so, you can do whatever you like. You can be the Ubermensch. And no, by the way, Nietzsche not approved by Mr. Tapscott, and his Smash Hit podcast, No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott. No, Nietzsche. He's dog shit. Yeah, he's Nazi. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's got a couple of broken clock points where it's like, okay, he's right, but it's still like all that shit that he says, like, oh, he basically says like, yeah, well, God is dead. That's what he's saying. So God is dead, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it's like, you can't, like, even if God was dead, no, you can't do whatever the fuck you want. You can't do it. No, you can't murder 6 million people by gassing them. Yeah, and then that's where the pedo shit comes from. It's like, look, if you kind of want to do it, go for it. Yeah, because who cares? So it's that thinking. It's the thinking of an SS dude. It's like I can shoot people in the head for no reason. Yeah, I can murder Jews for no reason. Yeah, it's that thinking applied to the bedroom, and then it's like, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, I can rape kids. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, and so that's where that culture seeped in. They got tied together. Yeah. Yeah. Creepy sex stuff and Nazis like became synonymous. Yeah. Disgusting. Anyway. Yeah, so and there was one thing I did where I tried to find a bass player. And it didn't work out. And it's like, yeah, it became clear to me that Jamie was just going to do that. He was like, Nick, you're going to do all the work. You're going to do all the admin. You're going to do all the book, all the shows. You're going to arrange everything. And I'm just going to sign things off. So you go out and find us a new bass player, and I'll approve. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I contacted Dave and went like, and talked him around. It's like, yeah, look at all the work, look at all that music that we've got. Look at all the work that we put into it. I agree, Russell's just fucking spastic, but yeah, but and he's like, Russell won't change. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but it's worth a shot because if there's a chance he will change, then it's worth at least trying. And my personal clock is ticking, by the way, because I'm like, if I've got about a year, because in the background I'm studying. It's like, all right, well, this is my trajectory. I'm gonna be finished uni. This is in 2005. I'll be finished uni in 2005. 2006, I'll try and get into award school. And so if I'm not a famous rock star by the end of that, then I'm basically effectively quitting music, and I'm going to put all my energy into being a professional writer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so my clock is ticking. It's like, well, this is basically the last shot for me. Yeah, so I'm like, well, look, we've got this. At least it's a ticket, like it's a lottery ticket. There aren't like we've got a horse in the race. It's not the fastest horse, but we may as well let it run just in case, because you never know, just in case. And he was like, and then I talked him around because he was feeling the same thing. I was like, dude, yeah, like we could sit at home, or we could get back up on stage and fucking keep shredding. We could keep fucking shredding it. Yeah, yeah. He was like, all right, look, fuck it, why not? Yeah. So we got back in touch with Russell. Jamie was like, he was so pissed. He was fucking fuming. He was absolutely fuming. Yeah, he's like, no, fuck. Yeah, he was really pissed off. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what it was. Yeah, it was the flavors of fuckhead, friendly Geordie / Perun. Yeah. It's like I was on board with you, Mr. Tapscott and Dave, because I thought we were going to win. And then it was just like swapping one fuckhead for another fuckhead. Yeah. Because he wasn't against Russell. He wasn't necessarily opposed to the idea of being an egotistical maniac. He was just opposed to Russell doing it. He wanted to be the egotistical maniac. Yeah. Yeah, so that was it. So yeah, well, I didn't really mind because he did jack shit. Like I said, like he never turned up to rehearsal. He'd never help us like pack up or load out or whatever. His girlfriend was always there, basically like giving him orders. Yeah, yeah. I know that's a cliche, but no, she was like, she wasn't telling him to quit the band because she was like, she actually liked the band. I think, yeah, she did. Yeah, the girlfriends loved the band. Like, yeah, Brett's girlfriend Alicia as well loved the band and was down for Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, I actually got along really well with Brett's girlfriend. Yeah, unfortunately, that bitch murdered 18 people. Yeah, fucking hell, Alicia. Yeah, yeah, we got along quite well. But at the same time, Sarah just fucking hated Russell. Yeah, she fucking hated him. Yeah. Because she's feminazi. Yeah, and Russell, to be fair, Russell did beat the shit out of his ex-girlfriend. But yeah, there was that. It was the Nazi. It wasn't just that. It was like, there's something we can use. Hate that guy. Yeah, so she was like partially doing it because she wanted to, and partially doing it because it was an East German suppression tactic. Yeah, Stasi secret police suppression tactic. Yeah. Yeah. So when Jamie quit the band, she was like, "Yeah, sick." So Jamie, my boyfriend, will be the star. And they'll just get some chump on bass. But what? Not even Jamie understood this, or Sarah. Neither of them understood this. Was that Russell was the fucking songwriter? Yeah, Russell was the songwriter. Russell wrote the songs. Yeah, we helped. I put the beats in. I helped. Furious wrote sick fucking riffs and shit, but Russell was the songwriter. And Russell, the one thing that Russell could do, which Jamie couldn't really, he could kind of do it, was put fucking vocals over music. He's like, no, you sing this and this, like these verses go over these bars, right? Yeah. So Russell was the songwriter. I'm like, you fucking idiots. You can't just like, he's not, and that's the thing. And that's part of the reason he got so pissed off. Because that was in there, whatever, he just didn't play bass. Everyone could do that. I was like, no, Russell wrote the songs. Like, he couldn't have done it without us. But most, like 75% of the songwriting credit should go to Russell. Yeah. That's why it's so sad. It's so sad. It's like, dude, like, all you can focus on is what you don't have. Justin invited Dave and Jamie to play golf and not you. But you're a sick songwriter. It's like, why? They didn't write songs. Jamie didn't write songs. You wrote songs. Jamie doesn't write songs. Why isn't that enough for you? You know. And if he got out of his own way, he could have been. He had immense talent. Yeah, he had unlimited talent. Yeah, but he just couldn't fucking. He couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, he just couldn't get over it. He couldn't stop hating himself for long enough to let himself like fucking to get out of his own way. Basically, he was holding himself back. He was so used to being held back that he was holding himself back. Yeah. He was so committed to being a loser. Yeah, incredibly sad. Anyway, so me and Dave broke the news to Jamie. Jamie was fucking fuming. He said like, yeah, okay, that makes sense, that's fair. But in the background, he was going, oh, fuck that, fuck. Yeah. And he wasn't talking about violence, but he was just like really pissed off. And then Russell was like, right, you're on notice, basically. And he was like, good for a little bit. But then the same fucking dog shit started slipping back in. But that show that we played where we came back, we had a comeback show, we played a comeback show, just as a 3-piece. So we started being a 3-piece. We were like, well, Russell, you could just sing Jamie's parts and we'll just be a 3-piece. And Russell liked that because he was in front. Yeah, he was at the front. Yeah. And it was sick because Russell's vocals were actually like arguably better than Jamie's. But Jamie was the front man. He was like dancing around. Like he had incredible stagecraft. And I tried talking around. I was like, dude, like just, yeah. I said that I tried the same speech on Jamie that I used on Dave. And I was like talking to him. I was like, come on, man. Like, you know, like, look, I can't stop you. I'm just like, and I said exactly what I just said. It's like, look, none of us will be in a band this good. No, actually, I didn't say that. I didn't say that yet, but I remember when I did say it. I said it to him afterwards. He's like, oh yeah, fucking that shit, man. You're still like fucking, yeah. You are still not over that band, are you? And like, none of us will be in a band that good ever again. Anyway. And then that registered, but it was like 3 years too late. It's like none of us will be in a band that good ever again. He's like, oh, and he realized like he's right. Yeah, it's like that shit happens once in a lifetime. Like you never, when you get dudes together like that, that's so super rare. That's why all these bands, like after fucking Dimebag died, like Phil Anselmo never did better than fucking Pantera. Axl Rose never did better than fucking Guns N' Roses. Billy Corgan never did better than Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, some dudes, like, if you're out of the band, that's it. That's Pete Best never did better than the Beatles. That was it. That was his band. You have a band, yeah. Unless you're like a fucking freak. Unless you're like a singer-songwriter freak, like Billy Joel or whatever. And you can write your own songs and then just pull your own musicians in, or Elton John. That's it. You've got like one band in you. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what Jamie didn't realize. But I kind of knew it. Yeah, I sort of knew. I had a feeling about that. Yeah. Yeah, the Doors. I don't think they did. After Jim Morrison died, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, Dave Grohl was probably the edge case. But again, he like changed instruments. Like he's like, and he did exactly. He's like, all right, well, you just have to write your own songs now, dude, and then you get your own dudes in. You get your own mates in. Fun fact: Dave Grohl murdered 19 people and was also implicated in the murder of his drummer. Most recently, yeah, Dave Grohl wasn't implicated in the murder of Kurt Cobain, but his latest drummer, yeah, he was. He provided the intelligence. Said like, so when you guys play your South American tour, what room's he staying as well? He may or may not be staying in this room at this hotel, and he might probably definitely be home, and he likes these particular drinks. And then next thing you know, he's dead. Yeah. So we played a comeback show, and it was fucking sick. It was fucking sick. So he played these two shows, and from the outsider's perspective, yeah, Lisa was sort of like, and Aldous Harding was sort of like the Space Ghost were watching it, and Lisa was on the ground, like earthly Lisa DeTore was on the ground, like watching it, and yeah, the buzz in the scene was like fucking hell. Did you hear? I'm gonna fucking kill you's breakup show. Apparently, they broke up 5 minutes before they came on stage, and then played the most blistering set ever, and just like tore the fucking roof off the Crown and Anchor. It was the best thing anyone had ever seen. It was like fucking sick. And it was like, there's no way they could do better than that. There's no way they could beat that. No, that's it. That's the best show they'll ever play. And then the comeback show was like, fuck, did you see that? Holy shit. Because it was fucking almost better. Arguably better, according to Lisa. Yeah. She's like, yeah, it was fucking, everyone was saying like, that was fucking sick. It was packed. Both shows packed. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Coming back. Yeah, sick. Everyone's piling into there. Yeah. Yeah. And that's when, and I've changed my look. So I've gone from being a hip hop dude, a pretentious rubber street maker, to Mr. Tapscott, like Nick Tapscott, the Punisher. So I've got my leather jacket now. I've got my sick fucking black leather jacket. I don't even have a photo of it. But yeah, it stands out as different. Like no one had a leather jacket like mine. No one had a leather jacket like mine. And then at that fucking and now it can be revealed, that was actually, a present from Tara Bennett. That was a gift from Tara Bennett. Yeah. Because at that show, we came off stage and it was just me and Russell. And it was like, all right, well, that went well. He's like, yeah, it did go well. And he kind of realized, like, well, fuck, if it wasn't for you, Nick Tapscott, we wouldn't be anywhere. He's like, oh. And then at that moment, he looked down on the ground and there was like a silver earring, but it was like a dangling one. And I had my jacket had studs. Yeah. My jacket had the little flaps with the buttons and the ring of the earring. And Russell just looked at it and looked at the earring and instinctively reached over, popped off the shoulder thing and put it there. And it dangled. It was like a ribbon. Yeah, it was like a decoration for a general or something. Yeah, and I had that silver earring. And that's where that silver earring came from. So my leather jacket, it didn't look like anyone else's, and then it had a silver earring in it. Maybe it was the shoulder. Yeah, it had a silver earring that dangled down, and that was actually Tara Bennett. This is before she knew Mr. Tapscott. She knew. Yeah, she's starting to pay attention to this guy now. She's like, fuck. Yeah, because Kitty Callahan and Tara Bennett are watching the whole thing. Yeah, they're like, fuck this guy. This guy. We put all these opportunities in front of him, and he's smashing it. Yeah. And so and then she's like, oh fuck, they broke up. That sucks. Yeah, because they were a sick band, and that was really important to that Nick Tapscott dude because he's a sick drummer. He must be devastated. Yeah. And then they saw me pull it back together. And there might have been a little bit of coaching in there from Kitty Callahan. So, you don't have to break it. Maybe you could, it's worth trying to fix it. At least try to fix it. That's what she said. Yeah. And then I tried and did it. And she's like, oh, cool. He did it. He did fix it. Cool. Yeah. And so Tara Bennett put that little, here's a little prize for you, Mr. Tapscott. Here's some decorations for your uniform. Yeah. Yeah. They kind of. That might be it. Yeah. They sort of look like this. Yeah. So it's sort of like that, but it's sort of like that. What are they called? You know, the end of the dangly, the end of the curtain ropes, and it's just like a bunch of like little strings. Yeah. That's it there. Yeah. So they had that kind of like they look like that, but silver, like that image there. Yeah. And it kind of looked like that. Yeah, but it kind of looked like that when I was on there. So it was like one of those, but silver on my shoulder, just like dangling down. Yeah. And now I'm being told that that image there, that's where they got the idea for that. They're like, how can we emulate Mr. Tapscott's style? Yeah. So that jacket was one of the things that I lost when I left Elizabeth Bay and Chris Tapscott. So, do you want to come and pick up your son's stuff? And he's like, no. Yeah, that jacket was in my property. Now I'm being told by military police that I'll get it. They've got it. I'll get it back. I don't think it even fits it. I think now my shoulders are too big. Just too buff these days. Because I started doing chin-ups. Yeah. And so now it doesn't fit. I'm like, but yeah, like I'd still like to keep that jacket. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a little present from Tara Bennett. Yeah. A little touch there. Little sprinkle. Little detail. Yeah. Thanks, Tara Bennett. Yeah. So we reformed as a 3-piece, and it was sick. Yeah, I was like, that was fucking sick, and it worked. Yeah. And some people were like, oh, we miss Jamie. And other people were like, yeah, but he was all right, but he wasn't the best. Oh, that's right, yeah. And I spoke to, I had to do like a fucking Crocodile Dundee, like bull wrangler thing. Like, yeah. Because Russell was at the pub and I tracked him down at the pub. Yeah, and I had to like talk him around. I had to use like all my Mr. Tapscott empathy powers. Yeah. Yeah, because he's like wasted at the exit. He's like, fuck you, man. You're fucking like, dude, I'm not here to fight you. Let's just talk. Like, yeah. 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 I should pour this beer over your head. It's like, why? You can't. You shit at drumming. It's like, all right. Yeah, no, that was when he realized, yeah. Because all he ever did was tell everyone how shit they were. It's like, you're shit. Because that's what that's what, yeah. He had such a low opinion. His self-esteem was so low that whatever you said to him, all he heard you say was criticism. That's it. That's all he could hear. Yeah. Whatever it was. Yeah. So dude, those vocals are fucking sick. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that thing you did on that song was fucking sick. So what about the other songs? Yeah. There was a lot of sensitivity there. He was a very sensitive artist. All creators are very sensitive, by the way. But yeah, it extended into everything. Yeah. And then that's when he kind of clicked. Like, because he was just, yeah. Fuck, I've made the whole thing about me. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what I said specifically, but it was basically words to those effect. It's like, the sentiment was, it wasn't this gay and cheesy, but it was like, you catch more flies with honey, basically. It's like, yeah. Yeah, he's like, well, you're shit. You fucking ash on the floor and you're out of time and you drop your sticks and you're late for practice sometimes as well. And also, your drums are always in my house and fuck you. And it's like, yeah, well, it's always a pleasure talking to you, Russell. Like, a little like a ray of sunshine. I've always liked your music, for the record. I've always thought you're a really good musician, That's why I would tell you that. And then he went, And he clicked. He's like, oh, fuck, I never, like, I just say how shit they are. I never say how good they are. He's like, and then he goes, oh, I love your drumming. And I'm like, thank you, yes. Finally, yeah. Because I was just the guy sitting in the back, yeah. And I was never, like, out of everyone's like, oh, I'm fucking, like, we're awesome because I'm the guitarist. Like, we're awesome because of my vocals. And I'm just like, we're a team, right? I can't play bass and write songs like Russell can. Russell can't perform like Jamie can. Furious can't play drums like I can. So I was like, I don't get why you all fucking like, yeah, but it's me, I'm the star. But it was actually in the background, like Stasi secret police trying to like, Xerxes took us into breaking up and like putting pressure on us and using mind control techniques and manipulation and shit. Yeah. Yeah, so I talked him around and then backed it up because Russell's brother, Dran, was it? No, it wasn't Dran, that was his girlfriend. Darren. Oh. What was the one after that? He was the fucking sickest death metal drummer. Russell's brother was the fucking sickest death metal drummer. He was ridiculous. He was a fucking freak. Yeah, he was an absolute freak. Yeah. Yeah, out of control. Like I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, and you watch him play the Lizard Lounge, you sort of like you can stand sort of behind the stage, like if you're in the bands. I was in the bed. I'm playing tonight. I'm playing tonight. Yeah. And so I'm standing behind him. You watch him play from behind. He's fucking out of control. What was that band called?
Sing my name again, Lord. Sing my name again. Love is not love when it's a cold night. God like all us
I might do a bit of research offline, but yeah. But yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah, so it's basically like that should, yeah. Anyway, that's a different story. But Darren's brother, like, yeah, Russell's brother was a fucking spastically good drummer. Like, unreal. Like, yeah. Yeah, Lisa is now saying, like, you know how they say that, like, they complain about models? It's like they're setting unrealistic standards of beauty. No one can be that skinny and beautiful in real life. That's this kind of drums. It's like he's setting unrealistic standards. You can't play drums like that. Giving kids false hope. Yeah. Anyway, so that was the thing. Yeah. So that happened in between. That's when I talked Russell around because I turned up to the Exeter. I went to the pub, and he was like, "Oh, and he was trying to continue the fight. Basically, it's like, dude, like, and I just calmly, it's like, this is my position on it. Yeah, like we're just trying to get, like, I'm on your side. I don't understand why you're attacking me. Yeah, and that was the other thing I said. Yeah, that's when he realized as well. He's like, I'm on your side, man. Like, I don't understand why you're fighting me. I'm on your side. We're on the same team. We need to, like, it's just this little bullshit. It's like it's just wasting time. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah. You're getting in the way of us being a cool band. Yeah. It's all the energy. Like, if you put that energy into, I don't know, like, I love the punk rock stuff. Like, I love the punk rock attitude and shit like that. But I don't know why you'd fuck your own band over. Like, fucking your own band. Like, Sex Pistols, fuck you, Queen Elizabeth. Like, that's cool. It's like, yeah, fuck you, like, yeah, fuck you, Sex Pistols. Like, no, what? Sid Vicious, yeah, fuck you, Sid Vicious. What? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, because he's like, oh, you wanted to get the manager thing. You wanted to get a manager. And I was like, yeah, and no, but I asked you. What did I say when you said no? You just went, oh, you just went okay. Like, yeah. Like, I don't care. I don't care about a manager. It's sort like, you know, our band would be more successful if we had a manager. It would make it easier for all of us. So, yeah. Anyway, I turned. And so when we played that comeback show, it was like makeup sex, and that's why I was so like, yeah. Now, I'm being strongly encouraged to leave it here. Because we're going to stretch this out into another. This is going to be a 5-parter. The story of Mr. Tapscott. I'm going to fucking kill you. And all that survived was that fucking... All that survived. Because I lost that original CD. I don't think I even have access to those other 2 tracks that I deleted. The only thing that survived from any of this is those three songs that I put up on YouTube. That's it. Yeah. Anyway. But, you know, it wouldn't be an episode of No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott. If we didn't play in Google Maps, write it down. Okay, so these are the chumps who have been trying to hack this episode, hack my internet while I've been they've been trying to hack my internet during this episode of No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. No Pictures of a Bird is filmed in front of a live studio audience who are about to get mute. Or something, yeah. We'll figure out something special just for you, Spastic. Cold-blooded old times. Kitty Callahan, Torrent Auto. Should we? There's a rival auto chain, Kitty Callahan. What do you want to do about it? There's only one thing we can do, Mr. Tapscott. This is how Kitty Callahan, Torrent Auto deals with rivals. That's unlucky. Oh, look at that. 144. That's number 1. 144. You're not the primary target, by the way. But you are going to get one of these. Just for being in the...
Known as a fuel-air explosive, FAE weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen. A thermobaric weapon, also known as a fuel-air explosive, FAE weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion. The term
It's pretty shit garage you got there. Dog shit. Cold-blooded old. Yeah. Tassels. That's the thing. Yeah. Silver tassels. Yeah, that's the word. You've been watching No Pictures About, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. I'd like to thank my very special guest, Lisa Torre, represented here by this torch. AKA Goddess Pan. I can't wait to see you, Lisa. It's been too long. That was the last time I saw you in person. It's been like 10 years, more longer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably. I haven't seen her since I moved to Sydney. Yeah. I'm excited. Very music heavy episode. Very death heavy episode. Yeah, all those pedos. Yeah, she was in there. She was watching. She's all right. I better get. I'm going to be seeing catching up with these chumps. Yeah, you're going to be doing pedo shit. Yeah. Thanks, Aldous. Thanks, Lacey. Thanks, Sylvia. For getting behind. Mayonnaise cooked mayonnaise biscuits sarcastically. And what the fuck? Kitty Callahan target. Fuck you. Unconditional surrender or death. We're all aligned on this. You can pray to Jesus. You can pray to Mary, Mother of God. You can pray to Mr. Tapscott. You can pray to God the Father. But we don't give a shit if you don't surrender unconditionally. Wrap this shit up, you fucking spastics. Wrap it up. No murder. Don't enslave the Jews or anyone. No pictures of a bird. And no pedo shit. You must meet the Mr. Tapscott minimum. Or the Mr. Tapscott maximum will meet you. Oh, ice cold. You've been watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott.